Hello everyone, my name is Im Jun-kyung and I like to talk about Korean spirit and Korean behavior that is deeply rooted inside Korea. Well, the reason why I selected this topic is because I watched Koreans and I thought that how they behave and how they treat people or how they act is very weird or actually very strange or extraordinary. And this might be very strange for foreigners to hear, but there are some benefits too, and I'll say about that later. Let's talk about first example of Korean behavior. Well, look at this. What do you think this is? It's a hierarchy. Yes. It's hierarchy, and there's a boss at the top, and there's subordinates under the boss. Well, the boss is always very suppressive and oppressive towards the subordinates. And what boss told them to do, when the boss told them to do, subordinates should do anything and not without saying nothing, or without saying anything. And also it goes same to the aged people. Well, see this, you know, Gonde, right?
Oh.
Well, the aged people usually scolds young people or very stubborn. So young people cannot say anything about what they say, and old people is always like very annoyed about how teenagers or youth act or how they wear. And this kind of up and down relationship is rooted deeply inside Korea. And let's see the second aspect. Look at this picture. There's a rope binding everyone inside, and I think this is society. And you see the word collectivism. Collectivism is how society binds individuals into some extent. The society binds the individuals into itself, and gives them each some role, some social role, and makes them do that. However, if some individual cannot carry out the social role, the society will expel the individual from itself. And that is how Korea works. Well, let's give some example. Look at this student. This student is studying, however, the interesting point is that this student is studying without knowing what she wants to do. Well, many students in Korea are ordered by parents to study and to become some successful job that Korea have, such as like lawyer and like doctor. And other jobs are considered very ordinary or general, so parents want the kids to just become some successful jobs, get some successful job. And the students don't have any idea about it. And this is a good example of collectivism, and this is another characteristic. And then let's see some reason why Korea have these aspects. First of all, the reason why Korea have hierarchy system is because of him. You know him, right? He is 공자. Yes. His idea is called Yugyo, Confucianism. And one of his ideas is that age is about age, and we should respect aged people, simply speaking. And that has developed into present, like changing the respect into obeying, and youth should always obey to the old people, and a boss can always say anything to his subordinates. And second, let's see the reasons why Korea have collectivism. Well, you know the geographic state of Korea, right?
Right.
Korea is a peninsula. It is surrounded by 3 oceans, and is surrounded by 3 strong countries, Japan, Russia, and China. Along Korean history, Korea have passed through a lot of war, a lot of battle, and a lot of struggles. And actually, these kinds of incidents has made Koreans to bind each other and create one spirit as a nation, as a group. And this kind of spirit has developed into collectivism. And if one individual steps out of it, the society will ignore it. And additionally, cooperating system called 향약 between peasants have also gave an influence to collectivism. Then how can we utilize this kind of Korean aspect? First of all, we need respect towards each other. Well, I don't think that respect toward elderly is bad, because actually respect toward elderly to some extent is very important. And thinking about American mind like freely behaving is very inappropriate in some situations. And however, we should keep this respect not to turn into obeying. And the boss should respect the subordinates' opinions and what they want to do. Respect our elders. And second, how can we utilize the collectivism? We should change collectivism into a concept involving everyone as a cooperating individuals, and not like giving them roles and imposing them to do something. Every opinion of them should be respected and should be used in order to achieve the ultimate goal or ultimate objective. And by doing these, Korean people can actually advance into upper goal, and they can cooperate each other to make a good synergy effect and positive balance. Thank you.